And the impact from the decision of the grand jury in Ferguson is being felt here in Rhode Island today. Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly is monitoring reaction from local groups and legal experts now live in studio.
Danielle, the timeless expression goes that where you stand depends on where you sit. Proof of the truth of that comes from talking to people from different worlds about what happened in Ferguson last night. A mild protest at Providence College last night after a grand jury chose not to bring charges against the Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson, who shot and killed 18-year-old Michael Brown back in August.
Can we have a moment of silence for Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, and everyone else who has lost their lives?
The grand jury's decision leaves the president of the Rhode Island NAACP deeply troubled.
The community is really frustrated. They're really angry. It does nothing to help. You have a dead teenager. It just didn't seem like justice was served. We don't know exactly what the grand jury saw. I don't have all the facts, but in my gut, I feel that justice was not served.
We need to calm down, and we need to avoid this terrible mob rule.
Frank Williams is a retired Chief Justice of the Rhode Island Supreme Court. He's urging everyone to understand that in a country built on the rule of law and not mob rule, a grand jury's decision is more likely to be fair than to be unfair.
Once a decision is made by our process in the best legal system of the world, we should accept it. I think there's got to be a presumption of legality here and of appropriate action taken by the grand jury and the prosecutor in this case.
Now keep in mind what the grand jury decided is the rule, not the exception. A 1989 U.S. Supreme Court decision holds that the use of force must be evaluated through the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene rather than with the 20/20 vision of hindsight. Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.
And Providence Schools released a statement this morning after the Ferguson decision. It reads in part, quote, Providence Schools acutely aware of the range of emotions and numerous questions our students may have. We are encouraging our school communities to engage in discussion around this topic in a thoughtful, respectful, and age-appropriate way, end quote. And stay with us for continuing coverage as the nation reacts to the grand jury decision in Ferguson, Missouri. We'll have coverage on air of all the developments. We also have extended coverage online where you can read the full transcript of the grand jury's decision, look at photo galleries of the scenes, and all the latest headlines on WPRI.com.